I met Carl in 2005. I came to Bolingbrook Golf Club as the head professional. Carl had a contract here teaching. It was early that spring. I had not yet met Carl yet. And Ken Hawk Harrelson, the color announcer for the Chicago White Sox for a long time, still is. I've known him for years. And Hawk came in the golf shop and we started talking about Carl, and he asked me if I'd met him. I said, no, I was very anxious to. I'd heard a lot of great things about him. He said, well, Mike, let me tell you, and Hawk, by the way, played on the PGA Tour in the early 70s. Not only was he a Major League Baseball player with Hall of Fame potential baseball player, he played on the PGA Tour, and his son had been a student of Carl's. And he said, Mike, I learned more in the last 2 months watching Carl work with my son Casey than I did in the last 25 years. And I've worked with every teacher out there. Another story to illustrate that, just last fall I watched Carl give a lesson to a gentleman who happens to own a golf course in the Chicago area, which happened to host the Solheim Cup. And he's a lifelong golfer, 71 years old, been playing golf since he was 11 years old. After a 2-hour lesson with Carl, he walked away and he was furious. And as I walked next to him, I said, what's wrong? He goes, can't tell you how upset I am that for the last 60 years I've been doing it wrong. That's the impact of the information. There's nothing trendy about what Carl Rabito teaches. What Carl Rabito teaches is the way it is. There is no other way. Trends are fads. They're what's fashionable. You know, is it the stack and tilt? Is it, is it trying to stay behind the ball and get lag and all this? Well, those are just buzzwords that television announcers who don't understand it either use. And that's probably the crime in all of this, is this information continues to be disseminated the way that it does. If you look, there are several major golf publications. There's a 24-hour television channel devoted to the game. They need content, and sometimes the truth is boring. So, fashion and fad, that's what sells.